It's too high in the air. Didn't read the tailwind at all. Hit that tree. Should have a putt. Now let's go toss some plastic. And we've made it to hole 1 of Chattahoochee Point Disc Golf Course in Suwanee, Georgia. And we are starting off with a gorgeous hole 1. It's 300 feet. You can go with a dead straight laser shot, or you can go with a much more forgiving wide ante shot. That's what we're gonna do because we are not warmed up yet. We are gonna go with our old trusty Valkyrie, and I'm really excited to get this round started. Yeah, keep turning. Really good shot. That will always be my favorite disc. Let's get started. Amazing first shot of the day with our old Valkyrie. Hole 2, it looks like the pin is in the B location. We will be periodically switching from the long tees to the short tees. It looks like it's dead straight. We have this one tree right in front of us to contend with, but we are gonna send our PFN T-Bird. Hook up, please hook up. Hook up, skip, skip. Okay, that was quite a bit short, to be honest with you, but let's see if we can knock down a long putt. We did get pin high, which does make me feel better, but this is a very tricky putt. The basket's located up on this hill, probably about 42 feet for the 2. Not good, not good. For the 3. Hole 3, 380 feet, dead straight. This is kind of a tricky pin to go for. We are gonna full send our Halo Wraith. Hold the turn, hold it, keep holding it. Oh, we did catch a branch up there. I still think we'll have a long putt though. I'm happy with that tee shot. I really wish the Wraith would have hooked up a little bit more. We did catch this last bush kind of sticking out, so we have left ourselves a long tester putt, probably around 60 feet for the 2. Come on, give it to me. Oh no, dang it. Hole 4, hopefully the arm has woken up by now because we have a 730-foot hole. We have a pretty strong headwind coming at us here. The basket is located way up there to the left, and because of the headwind, we are gonna go with our Proto Firestorm. Oh my gosh. You know, that fairway is so wide, and we just caught the smallest little branches hanging out there. All right, we gotta work for it now. Well, we did the one thing that you don't wanna do on these long bomber holes, and that's hit early. We still have a mile to go to the basket. The headwind is really starting to pick up. We are gonna send our Firestorm one more time. Oh, fight the headwind, my goodness. Oh, that tree hit really got us because we had a nice dry concrete tee pad. We threw it away and then we had to try to go big on slippery grass. Big bummer. Given the circumstances, I am still pretty happy with this. We have 124 feet to the pin. We're gonna go at it with our Pro Rhino. Come on, fight the wind. All right, we should be able to knock that putt down. For the 4. So when I saw a place called Chattahoochee, of course I had to come check it out. You know what I mean? I was expecting like a very small town-ish kind of vibe. I was so wrong. Look at all those houses. They're huge. There's like 200 of those suckers located over there. And every time I want to say Chattahoochee, inside my brain, I want to say rotisserie. I don't know why, but if that's not the universe telling me what's for dinner tonight, I don't know what it is. Hole 5, this is another very fun and tricky hole. We have 225 feet on an absolute rope, but as you can see, we have this angled tree bringing the ceiling down quite a bit, and any kick left or right is gonna be very tricky. We are gonna full send our Envy. Oh my goodness. We just barely clipped the bottom of that tree. You really have to push the height if you're trying to give it a run. Unfortunately, we did not get that height dialed in. We've left ourselves a 68-foot Annie putt for the 2. Oh, not a great run. For the 3. Hole 6, 295 feet. You can go with this dead straight tunnel shot or kind of a wide hyzer route. In the wind, I'm definitely gonna go with the hyzer route. I'm gonna full send my scepter on a full throw. It likes about 300 feet, and this thing will cut right through a headwind. Should skip good with the wet grass. That is exactly what we are looking for the much needed 2. Hole 7, 390 feet, dead straight. It is kind of a tunnel shot off the tee pad. That's the #1 thing we're trying to do here. Just get past that second row of trees. I'm sure the wind's doing something swirly out there when we hit the field. Definitely playing for a par. We are gonna full send our champion boss. Oh yeah, nice throw. I will gladly take that. Really happy with that drive. This would be an awesome birdie to pick up. We have left ourselves a tester putt though, and this basket has a heck of a lean to it. Oh, dang, the wind is really starting to pick up. I bet wind is a huge factor at this course. Dang it. Hole 8, 295 feet, big Annie shot, kind of a low ceiling here. We are gonna full send our Valkyrie. Oh, dang it. We are not handling these low ceilings very well today, are we? Well, after our amazing tee shot, we still have 160 feet to the pin. I would like to do a flick shot here, but this tree does have me worried. So I'm gonna go with a backdoor hyzer shot, hopefully get a little skip with our Justice. Get up there. All right, that'll work. This tree was really freaking me out. I don't know if any of you guys have ever truly smashed your hand on a tree, but it hurts, and it hurts for quite a while. For the 3, man, even these putts got me a little nervous. Hole 9, and I can confidently say I've never seen a disc golf hole quite like this. We have 305 feet, dead straight with the lowest ceiling you've ever seen. That branch is maybe 9 feet off the ground and 30 feet off the tee pad. Very tricky. I'm gonna try to go with my T-bird, throw it really hard, obviously keep it nice and low. Hopefully we get a flip up, a little ground play, and hopefully a putt. Oh, hit that tree, hit the tree. Oof. All right, that actually worked out better than I expected. I think we're gonna have a long comeback putt. We have left ourselves a nice tester putt here. Hopefully we can knock this one down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hole 9 break, and today I want to ask you guys, what was your most memorable disc golf hole? This could be for beauty, an ace, it could be funny reasons. Anything applies to this question. Now, surprisingly, me and Craig have the same answer for this question. There is this very iconic hole in Utah on a course called Solitude. It's hole 18. It's about 1,300 feet. It's a couple hundred feet in elevation loss. You're truly throwing down the side of a mountain. It has the most jaw-dropping view that you could ever imagine, being up that high in elevation, looking down at a city, seeing the other mountains around you. It's one that you will never forget. The reason this hole is memorable for Craig, however, is quite a bit different. Out of all the places that we've ever been, unfortunately, that was the tee shot that he decided to trip off of after he let his disc go. And he tripped pretty bad for me, to be honest, and he rolled a good bit. And I mean all 1,300 feet. I mean, Craig was moving down that mountain much faster than his disc. His disc immediately hyzered out into the woods. And when you start yelling 4 on a disc golf hole, you know, most people turn around looking for a disc, not a human being barreling 1,300 feet at supersonic speed, mind you. Unbelievable amount of speed towards the bottom of this hill. And the other strange thing, even at the speed he was moving, it takes a while, like, and I mean a while, for an individual to fall 1,300 feet down a mountain. So it was kind of weird. We didn't know what to do. We could see him. At the end of the day, we just kind of finished our tee shots. We each took that time to throw a second one off the tee, you know what I mean? We're not missing any reps around here. But yeah, it was bizarre. Now, we never found his disc, or Craig for that matter. He just popped up about 3 weeks later, as he does. I would guess that one took a little bit to recover from, but anyway, weird rant there. That is my most memorable disc golf hole. Leave yours in the comments below. Hole 10, 340 feet, wide open, dead straight. We are gonna try to get a nice little flip up with our T-bird. Fight back, fight back. Oh yeah, I think that worked out just right. I do enjoy having that disc back in the bag. This is the putting distance that we need to actually hit some birdies today. Hole 11, 295 feet, dead straight, pretty wide open. You have room for a hyzer shot or an ante shot. We're gonna try to get a nice little flip up with our truth. It's too high in the air. Didn't read the tailwind at all. Hit that tree. Should have a putt. A lot of things we didn't do right there, but as long as we can hit the putt, we'll be fine. As expected, we have left ourselves with a very tricky putt. 47 feet. We have to drop to a knee. Hopefully we can give this one a run. Well, not a very good one. Hole 12, the rangefinder has it at 405 feet, dead straight. You can take kind of a bailout hyzer lane and play it safe, or you can try to rip one right up the gut, maybe try to go for it in 2. We are gonna full send it up the gut with our boss. Get through there. Oh my goodness, man. Oh. That branch is like the size of a nickel. Golly. All right, we still have 128 feet to the basket here. This is kind of a dealer's choice situation. You could play it safe and just throw a soft hyzer up there. I'm actually gonna try to go with a backdoor sidearm flick shot. Hopefully give it a run. Maybe something cool will happen. Oh. Honestly, I couldn't see it. I'm not sure if we were close or not. Watching that back, it looked like we were really close. Always remember, guys, if you're throwing overstable off the tee, we all know those discs like to get a big skip. If you're playing an early morning round with dew on the ground, nice rhyme, make sure you push it out an extra 10, 15 feet wider to accommodate a bigger skip. Hole 13, 405 feet. We have another just kind of wide open field shot here. We are gonna full send our Firestorm. All right, we definitely could have pushed that one a little bit more, but let's see what we got. When I really get in a groove filming, I often will just completely forget to pay attention to the wind. It's something that I need to get much better at. We completely noodle arm this, leaving us a long, probably 55 footer for the 2. Oh, got pushed down. I'd like to do better. Hole 14, 270 feet, dead straight. Probably gonna go with a pretty standard high hyzer shot. We are gonna full send the Kia. All right, we'll take that. Very serviceable tee shot with our Kia here. Hopefully we can knock down this putt and get a much needed 2. Oof, we needed it. Hole 15, 325 feet. We have another just kind of standard hyzer shot. You don't want to overturn anything because then you will end up in the parking lot, but I'm just gonna full send my Nate Sexton Firebird. Oh, look at the wind making that thing dance. My goodness. All right, it turned out okay. We'll take that. Well, after quite a bit of dancing from the wind, the Firebird did get the job done, leaving us a little tester putt for the 2. Ah, I knew that tailwind was gonna push it down. Dang it, Hunter, dang it. Hole 16, now this is an exciting hole. We have 295 feet. Very difficult tunnel shot. It looks like the ground goes up and down. It does gain quite a bit of elevation, which is why we are going to use our T-Bird. Stable up. Oh, I'm very happy with that release. It should be a long and fun putt. Unfortunately, our T-Bird did not hook up for us, but we have a very fun 90-foot kind of right to left action putt for the 2. The birds are chirping. You love to see it. Oh, really good run. I'm very happy with that. For the par, hole 17, this is another tricky one. 350 feet on an absolute rope. Very tricky shot. Hopefully we can get a nice flip up with our orc, get some ground play, and have a putt. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's what you get from throwing a lot of throws at the chicken coop in Lula. Very nice shot. Definitely our best shot of the day so far, especially in all this wind. And rounding off our day here at Chattahoochee Disc Golf Course, we have hole 18, 455 feet. That way, we're just gonna go with a pretty standard hyzer shot with our Firestorm. Oh, I thought that headwind would do a little more. Okay. Not great, honestly, but should be a fun little final shot there. Well, after a pretty lackluster drive, to be honest, we have left ourselves a fun 95-footer. Hopefully we can knock this down and end on a good note. Oh, not a bad little run. And that wraps up today's video at Chattahoochee Point Disc Golf Course in Suwanee, Georgia. And guys, I will be honest with you, this one is hard for me to give a rating. The first handful of holes here, I was having an absolute blast. It was jaw-droppingly gorgeous. There was some technical shots worked in there, as well as some bomber holes. But as you guys saw, the better part of this course is completely wide open. You're gonna find yourself kind of reaching for the same distance drivers on a lot of these holes. You can work on your sidearms, you can even work in some turnovers, but for the most part, they're all pretty simple. And as you guys saw, the tee pads, the tee signs, the signage from hole to hole, all of that is absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't think of anything that I would do to improve it, and the maintenance here is absolutely top notch. As I mentioned earlier, this is not my preferred style of course, but as I've traveled and visited a lot of different places in the US, a lot of different disc golf courses, this is the style that people love. This is definitely a great course to have as a local. Get your group of friends together, come out here, throw some bombs, play some music, and have a good time. For any travelers coming through, my personal recommendation would be to maybe check out some of the courses in the surrounding area. Overall, I'm going to give Chattahoochee Point Disc Golf Course the very solid score of 7.8 out of 10. As I've said, that's not my personal score, but where I think it falls in the disc golf world. As far as fundamentals go, this place has all of them and they are knocked out of the park. It just doesn't have anything that really sets it aside to catapult it higher up the ratings. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.